Chapter 100 Coming Home. After a struggle that had seemed to have taken weeks, the group of questionable friends stepped through a portal, leaving Earth number 371 for what they all hoped would be the last time. Their first stop on the way home was Earth number 1. Arriving in Sebastian's office at Sepulchre HQ, the team prepared to go their separate ways. Back on home soil, Sebastian stepped to the fore. "Thank you, everybody. I know we could not have achieved our goal without working together." Graham and Bouncer, still reeling from the episode in #2HEL, simply looked at the Sepulchre team and nodded. "Thank you too, Sebastian. We hope you stay safe." Deli could see how tired his friends were. "Come on, Graham, let's get you both home. Farmer must be missing you terribly." As the portal opened and the remains of the team stepped through, Sebastian, Barnaby and Dr. Roberts sat down at the desk in Sebastian's office. "Are we ready to start tests, Doctor?" asked Sebastian. "Yes, sir. I have the QEC and Helen is ready to proceed with her testing." "Brilliant. Please get on with it and report as soon as you have your initial findings." "Yes, Sebastian, of course." "Do you think it wise to restart our testing?" asked Barnaby. "Yes, of course. I believe it's our duty to recover our position. This is a quantum arms race, Barnaby, and I will not allow Sepulchre to fall behind with threats no longer limited to our dimension." "Yes, sir, of course," replied Barnaby, turning to leave the office. He was not convinced their course of action was correct. Only time would tell. Arriving in the almost identical setting of Sebastian's office in Sepulchre HQ, Earth number 1, a similar scene played out. Even the hidden agendas were the same. Dr. Robert played the dutiful scientist, Sebastian the scheming overlord. But all Barnaby wanted to do was to go home, get back to his retirement, and forget everything that happened in the last few months. He rarely regretted serving Sepulchre, but now, looking back at what he'd been through, he wished Sebastian had never asked him out of retirement. He just hoped that he had seen the last of any portals and would never have to time jump again. Finally, Deli opened the portal to the farm and helped his friends through. "Are you sure you're both all right?" "I don't know, Deli. Something very strange happened when the QC and Farview went off." "What do you mean?" asked Deli. "I can't explain it, but it was as if months, perhaps even years, went by and Bouncer and I were simply passengers watching, like in a dream, but more than a dream. It felt so real. But then it was over and we were back in the laboratory." "Well, you're both back home now, so fingers crossed that it was just a knock to the head." "Graham, Bouncer, is that really you?" Farmer was running across the yard to his best friends. The sound of Farmer's voice was like a shot of adrenaline to Graham and Bouncer. They ran to Farmer and both hugged him. "Farmer, thank heavens we're home," said Bouncer, ecstatic to see Farmer, looking as if he'd never let go. "Are you both all right?" asked Farmer, genuinely concerned for the level of angst he could see behind their joy. "Yes, Farmer, everything is just fine, now we're home," replied Graham. "Please let us just stay here, please, Farmer." Farmer looked to Deli. "Are they okay?" "I think so, Farmer. They've had a hard time with it, but I think a few days here will sort them out, and perhaps no more adventures for a while." Farmer, ecstatic to see his boys again, but at the same time worried at the state they had returned in, simply looked towards Deli and smiled. "That's for sure, Deli, that is for sure." Over the following weeks, Graham and Bouncer slowly recovered. They went back to the more normal farm life of chores, repairs, and sheep and fences, spending as much time in their vehicle form as they did their human form. Each night after a hard day in the open air of Cumbria, they looked forward to nothing more than getting to their shed to rest and recover. At first their nights were troubled. They both seemed to be suffering from bad dreams that neither could explain in the morning. But time and farm life soon eased the dreams, turning to happier times. Farmer watched them. Something in what they had lived, though, had changed them. He couldn't quite put his finger on it, but they seemed even more human than when they had left. They were continuing to grow. Either way, Farmer didn't care. His boys were home and his boys were safe. Adventures could wait a while.